Welcome. This is the Sacrament of Solidarity, transmuting painful feelings into blessings for others. Are you feeling some intensely painful feeling? Could be anxiety or depression, confusion, anger, grief, or shame. It is true that the world will not get calmer, so it is up to those of us who want to take on the honor and responsibility to process our catalysts with efficiency, intention, and love. The following brief exercise is very beneficial, and it is informed by good mental health techniques, healthy spirituality, my own Catholic Christian tradition, and the law of one metaphysics. One way to do this is what I call the Sacrament of Solidarity. It utilizes some of Dr. Kristin Neff's work on self-compassion, as well as some information from other sources, more metaphysical sources that deal with things like energy centers or chakras. As a mental health professional, I developed the following 10-step process to help some of my clients. I also do it myself, so I invite you to try it out for yourself. We'll begin by asking you to find a place where you can center yourself. You may not have the capacity to do this in a quiet place, so if you're moving around, that's fine too. But if you can, find some way to ground yourself. And first, try to name the feeling you have as accurately as possible. Differentiating the feelings we feel is very helpful because by naming them, we detach from them a little. If we don't name them, which is another way of saying that we bring them into the conscious level, then they just stay inside as a kind of cloud of pure emotions within our psyche. And this can be problematic because we will experience the feelings not as something we have, but rather something that we are. In other words, we will feel as if we were possessed by them in a way. Step 2. Visualize the feelings or feeling as a kind of amorphous mass, which has a color or colors. Allow for this mass to take on color. What colors do you see? Locate this mass down around the belly button, inside your guts, as it were. We will call this colored energy a feelings mass. Step 3. Bring the feeling or feelings up to your solar plexus. This is the space between your belly button and your heart. Allow the feelings mass to sit right there for a few moments as you pause and prepare yourself for the next step. The next step will require you to admit your powerlessness over these intense feelings. In order to do that well, you need to give yourself some time to emotionally and spiritually prepare yourself for that kind of honesty and vulnerability that this sacrament requires for it to be effective. Take a few more moments. Step 4. State out loud or in your mind some form of surrendering prayer or statement. It can be something like, quote, I acknowledge that my intense feeling, name the feeling, has become unmanageable and I cannot control it. I surrender my desire to change how I feel about reality. I only desire to be an instrument of the Creator's love and wisdom and peace for others and for those in the immediacy of my life situation. And I ask the Creator to help me to admit my powerlessness. Step 5. You will then visualize the feelings mass move into your heart. See it being transformed by emerald green light, which is the archetypal color of renewal, healing, refreshment, spring, and rebirth. Notice if the mass takes on another shape. Sometimes it can become a sphere. 6. Bring the feelings mass up to your forehead. You might start feeling a pressure between your eyes, and that's good. But it's also okay if you don't feel anything either. From here, begin to visualize all of the people in the world right now. All your brothers and sisters in this one human family who may be suffering the same kind of intense feeling. Allow for a few seconds of your visualization to make this global sweep. Seven. Now say to those brothers and sisters something like, I see you. I am with you in this. I love you. I am one with you. You are not alone. Eight. While holding the visualization in place, breathe in and wish yourself well-being and peace and connection. Breathe out and wish others, these brothers and sisters who share your energetic pain, well-being, peace, and connection. Let's try it. May I be well, peaceful, and connected. May you be well, peaceful, and connected. Just repeat this pattern for a few moments. Nine. Bring your attention back into your body by noticing how your feet feel as they are touching the ground. Then notice the feeling of your palms in your hands. 10. Release this exercise by a gesture or acknowledgement of gratefulness for this moment and for your life. State this out loud or in your mind. Something for which you are grateful. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes if you had them closed. Repeating this exercise can be very helpful for training our heart minds to embrace and welcome the feelings that we may feel And by doing so in this exercise, we detach from them. But we recall that solidarity has its own healing. For we are one body, many members, many cells in this one body. And because of this, we can unite our suffering together and gesture for each other that we are in it together with each other, that we're not alone. And through that solidarity, we become strong, strength of the courage type, strength of the wholeness type. And finally, we transmute our painful feelings into blessings. And this not only decreases the intensity of our painful feelings, but it also decreases the duration of our painful feelings. Furthermore, love counts, and somewhere in some place through our faith, we know that other people are receiving our blessing, our gesture, and are helped, are feeling a sense of connectedness and perspective, some feeling of well-being and peace. And lastly, it is always true that in the spiritual realm, if you give it away, you receive it. Or said differently, in order to keep it, you must give it away. So when we bless other people in the way that we've done here in the Sacrament of Solidarity, we ourselves feel connected and peaceful, well-being, and our pain is transmuted into joy. Amen.